Hey, and welcome back. I'm excited about today's video, but honestly, I'm nervous too. I'm nervous about what you're gonna think because it's a bit weird, you guys, but I know this will change your life, so I'm asking you to have an open mind. I have a tool that I use it's life-changing. I say life-changing a lot, but this thing, okay, it will help you achieve your biggest, wildest, craziest goals, and it's 100% free, and you can do it in under 15 minutes. This is where I hook you a little bit. I don't just want to tell you what it is because I know you might turn off the video. And again, I want you to have an open mind. So listen, 15 years ago, I was living one of the lowest parts of my life. I'm massively overweight, crazy in debt. My house is a disaster. I have no direction in my life. I'm stuck in a dead-end job that I hate. And I didn't see a way out. Fast forward to now, and I feel like so many dreams that I didn't even know I had, but I was wishing and hoping on a star have come true. I'm debt-free. I have an incredible business that I love. I've written books. I have my own TV show on HGTV. I am working with my favorite store of all time. And I'm like, how did this happen? And the truth is, I know how it happened. It was a lot of luck. But it wasn't all luck. There was one thing that I did that you can do right now too. It's a vision board. I'm making this face because how many times have I heard in the past people talk about vision boards? All these successful people, they're like, vision boards, it's magic, manifest. And I'm like, so skeptical. Like, that seems weird and that isn't for me. And I don't want a big Bristol board with magazine cutouts on my wall. And it just seemed like a waste of freaking time. But I'm going to show you a way that you can create a vision board that actually works. It doesn't have to be a big Bristol board. It can be on your phone, and I'm going to give you free templates so you can create it. But more than that, I'm going to show you the recipe of how to create a vision board that actually works, because it's kind of like baking bread. You can't just like throw stuff together and hope it rises. You have to follow a recipe. So if you've tried a vision board in the past and nothing really happened, it's probably because you're not following the secret recipe for success. The first step of creating a vision board is to have a vision, to have a goal. But there's a difference between a dream and a goal. And I think this is where a lot of people go wrong. They have these big, amazing dreams, which are incredible. I think you should dream super big, but you need a tangible goal too. So here's an example. I want to have a beautiful, clutter-free, organized home. That's a dream. A goal is I only want things in my home that I use and love. And I want everything in my home to have a home. You see the difference? They both mean the same thing. But the goal version of that gives you actual steps. Okay, well, I gotta get rid of things that I don't use and love, or I have to create homes. So you're narrowing your focus down. You're giving yourself, you're just rewording it. It's the same thing. Only one is an attainable goal that has like actionable steps we can take, and the other feels completely overwhelming. And when we're feeling overwhelming and there's so many things we could possibly do, we're not narrowing our focus, so we're doing nothing at all. So that's the first step, is having real goals. So grab a piece of paper, grab a pen right now while you're watching this, and just like brain dump. It could be a dream, I don't care. Write things down that you just really want to achieve. I'm gonna give you a little like metaphor. Is it an analogy? Is it a metaphor? I don't know. I'm gonna give you something to help you kind of know the difference here. So everything in your life, all of the goals is like a puzzle. They're different puzzles. And a dream is like laying in a bed of puzzle pieces, and just tossing them in the air and hoping they magically fall into place and make a puzzle. That's what a dream is. It's totally possible, not really likely. A goal is picking a puzzle off the shelf and knowing that all the pieces in the box build to make the puzzle and working on one puzzle at a time. Or multiple ones, but having them separate. Like a puzzle in a box, that's a goal. Not just random pieces on the floor that you hope magically find their way into something awesome. There's also a lot of different size puzzles. You may have a 4-piece puzzle that's really easy. You may have a 10-piece puzzle. You may have a 1,000-piece puzzle. But the way we achieve them is the same, and that's one piece at a time. And that's what goal accomplishing is all about. And that's why I think people don't really understand. They're like, ooh, how do I go from a 0 to amazeballs overnight? That seems really hard. But knowing that it's one puzzle piece at a time makes it feel attainable. Knowing that it's all about consistency consistency. This isn't about hard work. Consistency doesn't mean you work your butt off all the time every day. This means occasionally, a couple of times a week, you remember to add a puzzle piece to that puzzle. Step 2 of your ingredients to make your amazing vision board is to believe it's in the realm of possibility. So it doesn't have to be that you're super confident. You don't have to believe 100%. There are so many things I put on my vision board in 2018 that I'm like, this is probably never going to happen, but it could. You have to believe it's in the realm of possibility. And a little bit of this is confidence, but a lot of this is choosing a goal that actually makes sense for you and your life, something you're excited about, something you really want to achieve, and something you could achieve that's plausible. And that's it. It's picking a goal, believing it could happen. And step 3 is getting it out of your head, getting it off paper, and creating a visual reminder that these are the things that are important to you. And that is what a vision board is. It's not about what it looks like. It's about what it's saying to your brain. The reason we are not achieving our goals or our dreams that we have is because we're forgetting to remember. We are so distracted. We're like, look at those pants on the Facebook ad that I'm gonna make my butt look fab. I'm gonna order those. Or look at this pill I can take that can help me lose weight. We know in the back of our mind, but we're so distracted by so many other potential goals that life is throwing at us. We're forgetting to be consistent. We're forgetting to focus on the ones that really matter. And that's what a vision board is. It's you knowing your goal and then you having a visual cue. And this isn't magic. This isn't woo-woo, hippy-dippy universe stuff. This is psychology and science. Because even subconsciously, having something visually reminding you is telling your brain, oh yeah, this is important to me. I should take action, something small. I should add a small puzzle piece to this today. And having a vision board somewhere where you see it every day reminds you of that. This is the vision board I made behind me in 2018. All right, listen, 2018, I put on here, have a show on HGTV about organizing. What the heck is that? I put on there working with The Container Store, which is the biggest organizing brand in the world. And I'm doing that. I put on here, start a podcast. Not only did I start a podcast, but it's the #1 podcast on iTunes in home and garden, #3 in leisure in the world. Okay, I put on here, get to 100,000 Instagram followers. I only had 10,000 Instagram followers. I'm well over 100. Just so many incredible, I put an Emmy though. And I put 1 million YouTube subscribers. But I'm leaving them up there because they are in the realm of possibility, my friends. It's not about achieving every single goal on here. I still have 5K on there, but I did also have lose 100 pounds, which I achieved. So if we are shooting for 100% and we hit 75, that's freaking amazeballs. We hit 75% of our goals. And I promise you, I wouldn't have achieved a fraction of those if I hadn't thought that I could, if I haven't picked those goals in the first place, and if I didn't make a vision board to remind myself every single day that this is what I'm getting out of bed for. This is what's really important. And adding puzzle pieces. Am I working like a dog? That's a no. Am I doing it every day? Also a no. But every time I add a piece, I'm closer. Consistency. Consistency is the key, and having a vision board is the key to being consistent. I've created lots of templates in Canva. They're free. You just look up some images on Google Images that inspire you or that remind you of your goal, and then drag and drop them into the template and save it as your device wallpaper or lock screen. That's it. In under 15 minutes, you can create a vision for your life that reminds you every single day that this is important. And you might be watching this and you might be skeptical. You might think, yeah, that sounds nice, Cass, but I'm challenging you to try it. You have nothing to lose. I went years not doing a vision board because I thought that seems kind of weird and I got better things to do and I would rather do anything else than make a vision board. But as soon as I did it, something, I don't want to say magical because it's science and psychology, but something freaking magical happened. I was inspired every time I looked at it. And that is what it's really about. It's about motivating yourself and inspiring yourself every day to work towards the things you really, really want. To not be distracted with all the other crap in your life that maybe at the time seems important, but the real important things are those big goals. You have one life. One life. And if a vision board can put you even slightly closer to the life that you really are craving, why the heck not? Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. I was trying to think of end stories. It's really hard to always come up with end stories because I don't do as many embarrassing things as I used to. I'm like a real grown-up now, like a profesh grown-up adult woman. And so, but anyways, I thought because we're talking about goals and vision, I would talk to you about some of the things I daydream about. I have a wild imagination, okay? So sometimes when I'm driving in a car and I'm pretending like it's a movie scene, I'm imagining things in my life that maybe I could do. Anytime I'm listening to music in the car, I'm imagining that I am a contestant on Dancing with the Stars. Like an organizer YouTube special, and there's like Catherine from Do It on a Dime and Dawn from the Minimum Mom and Dana's there, and we're all dancing on Dancing with the Stars. And this is one of my daydreams that I have on a regular basis. And I rock out in the car imagining that I am not a good dancer. I practice TikTok dances in the mirror all the time, and for some reason I'm really, really, really bad at it. I have zero coordination. But this is one of those insane dreams that I do have. I'm really embarrassed that I'm sharing that with you right now. Man, I'm trying to think of other embarrassing. I think winning an Emmy that's a little bit of a mortifying dream. Why did I didn't mean me winning an Emmy. I meant Hot Mess House being nominated for an Emmy because Marie Kondo's show was nominated for an Emmy and we all saw that. I'm not saying anything, but we all saw the Netflix Marie Kondo. It was nominated for an Emmy. So I'm like, Hot Mess House could totally, so that's why I put that on the board. But in hindsight, so I visualize, I'm going to just say it. I have done my Emmy acceptance speech in the shower at least 100 times. I have that thing memorized. That's really embarrassing too. I'm sharing this with you. I have so many daydreams. I might keep going with daydreams. Oh God, I'm trying to think. Okay. One of my other daydreams is that I run marathons. I have daydreams of me, like my family all lined up and I've completed in a breakthrough and I'm all sweaty and everyone's cheering and Joe picks me up on his shoulders somehow for some reason and I'm like, I ran I couldn't run to the mailbox and everyone's like, try couch to 5K. Stop it. Stop. I hate running. I hate it with all of my being. Why is this a daydream that I have? I have no idea, but it is. It's one of my many weird daydreams. I daydream every single day about my dream house, and every day it gets a little bigger and a little more insane. It has libraries, it has movie theaters in the basement, it has guest house for all of my, like every one of my children has a guest house in the backyard for their family. It has slides to pools and insane, ridiculous, what? It's ridiculous. But again, I don't put these things on my vision board except the Emmy, because they're out of the realm of possibility, but that doesn't mean you don't have to daydream about the awesomeness things that could happen in your life. So I'm curious if you have some weird fantasy. Wait, this could get weird. Weird life fantasy. Ladies, focus. Weird life fantasy daydream thing that you know is never gonna happen, but you still fantasize about it anyways. Put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear, and I'll see you guys next time.